All right, it is time now to bring in Anthony J. Take a look at our forecast. Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning, Marshall.
And how are
How
you?
are you?
I'm doing fine. We had a pretty nice weekend around here. We had, we got one of those rain bands when that hurricane went well off the coast that came through here. Was it Friday night? Yeah, it was in the evening. All of a sudden, for about an hour, we got like well over an inch of rain. Uh,
Oh,
and
wow.
and it was one of those little like curl things that was coming off of whatever the hurricane's name that wound up going to Canada and Nova Scotia. So yeah,
Yes.
it was a real heavy band of rain and thunder and lightning, and it lasted for
Oh,
about an
wow.
hour. That was pretty. It was pretty interesting.
That is pretty interesting, Marshall. We had a little bit of that here along the coast Friday when Dorian passed by. It was just windy, but and some showers. But you got a nice like rain band that really I don't think really was supposed to get as far as you
No,
guys that far inland.
and
But
it didn't come till about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So
right,
but it caught a lot of people by surprise. But it looked like a river coming down my road in front of my house for that hour. It was pretty amazing.
right, and we're fortunate that that Hurricane Dorian didn't come closer to us because we've gotten some. Grazed by hurricanes before, and we've had to deal with problems. So, but it went too far out to sea. And fortunately, Florida, it looked like this time, I think last week, that it looked like it was going to head right over Florida.
No, it was gonna head. It
Um,
was gonna head to Alabama.
yeah, that's another part of it. And but we were lucky here. Unfortunately, the Bahamas was just devastated. But no other tropical threats at the moment I see out there. And we've got for us. And by the way, Dorian is up in Newfoundland now, moving away. It's finally done. So we can celebrate the demise of Dorian today. But we've got a nice weather pattern here in the Northeast for the next couple of days, and comfortable temps, 70s. Now Wednesday, Marshall could get up to 85, but it's going to feel more like summer. Wednesday and probably Thursday too, with a more humid air mass. So we'll have some scattered thunder showers around those days. A couple days it'll feel like late August again, and then cooler for Friday. So we're getting much more into the fall swing of things.
Oh, you can feel it every night. Like even this morning, it was 51 degrees at the house. That's chilly.
Nice.
That's chilly. Your house gets down to about 60 one time, so it's chilly in the morning. So we're aggressively heading towards fall and the big W after that.
Yeah, and September, October, gorgeous time of year in the Northeast, and a few weeks the leaves will start to
Well,
change. So it's
that's
a
what I
real
was.
beautiful time of year.
See, it's strange you say that because in that rain band that came through on Friday night, the really sad thing was when I came out Saturday morning to get in the car, it was so heavy and it's just starting to go into that time of year. There were a lot of leaves on the ground.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, oh gosh, the leaves are starting to fall. I mean, the rain helped because it was so heavy, but still, I mean, there were leaves on the ground. That's always a little depressing to me.
Oh, yeah, because we had towards the cold months, but the fall is fun too. You get when I was a
No,
kid,
no,
you'd rake the leaves and jump in the
fall stinks too. I mean,
yeah.
the only reason fall was any good at all in the history of my life was football. But the Giants stink again this year. The Jets stink again this year. And then in wintertime sports, my two teams, the Knicks and the Rangers, they stink. I hate the weather. I hate cold weather. I hate snow. So don't give me this that fall is a beautiful time of year. And no, fall leads to the death of winter, and then winter does not release its grip until sometime in March, and sometimes as late as April. So I don't want to hear this fall's a
Yeah.
beautiful time of year from anybody.
We've got baseball too. Baseball is great.
Well, thank God the
This time of
Yankees are
year.
doing okay. Thank God the Yankees. Other than that, it would be sports suicide for me. I mean, imagine that. I like the Yankees. I'll tolerate the Mets, but then, like I said, the Giants and Jets in football. I like the Rangers and the Knicks in hockey and basketball. Every
Mm.
one of those teams stink except for the Yankees.
Yeah, and the Yankees, yeah, I love their team this year as well. And as we head into the postseason, we're going to see how the weather affects things. If it goes late, it might get cold for the World Series, but we'll have to see.
Well, I'm not sure they're ever going to make it to the World Series simply because Houston's a very good team this year. But
Oh,
I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the way the Yankees have given me a great baseball season to watch, because, like I said, football is going to be terrible, and hockey and basketball is going to be terrible. So I've got to be. I'm happy with whatever the Yankees do. They're going to win their division. They're going to finish better than the Red Sox. What more can you ask for, other than win the World Series? And if they don't win the World Series, I'll sleep fine with that. There.
Yeah, that's a good mindset. It's definitely, and as far as that's some of my favorite things: weather, music, sports. And we get to put it all together here on the radio.
All right, we do that. We try to do that anyway. All right, so we'll speak to you next week.
We'll do. Yes.
All right, take care, Anthony.
Thanks so much, Marshall.
Bye-bye. Anthony J. of the Weather Center this morning with a check on our tri-state forecast here on Robin Hood Radio.